So I turn around and me and D lock eyes. At this point, he is sitting up straight on the little bed and just glaring at me. I looked at him, I dropped my head, and I started walking back towards the bed, and I could just feel him. I could just feel his stare. Like, yo, if he could burn a hole through the side of my face, he would have burnt a hole through the side of my face, how hard he was glaring at me. So I got my head down, and I'm walking. I get on the bed. I lay down. The nurse is like, all right, let me check your vitals. And she put the blood pressure cuff on. And then she put the little thing on my finger to monitor my heart rate and all that stuff, my oxygen levels and all that. And my heart rate kept speeding up. Like it kept boom, 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 boom. And the thing started beeping. And she was like, honey, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. I'm like, everything's fine. I'm fine. The whole time I'm sitting in the bed with my hands crossed in my lap, with my hands crossed in my lap, and my legs are crossed. And I'm sitting in the bed. I'm sitting up in the bed, and D is just glaring at me. Like just glaring. I can still feel it. And I'm trying not to look at him. I'm trying so hard not to look at him. So the nurse get me all set up. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to leave you on just a little bit longer so that we can watch your heart rate. Because it keeps going up and down, up and down. And we want to keep an eye on that. She's like, so I'm going to keep you on a little bit longer. I was like, okay. And she's like, so I'm going to step out and I'll be right back. I was like, okay. So she step out. When she step out, I'm like, I'm still stuck in the same position. Still sitting in the same position. Feet crossed, hands in my lap, looking straight ahead. He was like, so what you was doing on my phone, Slim? I was like, it was ringing, so I was just going over there to cut it off. He was like, that's bullshit. It's on vibrate. So what you was doing on my phone, Slim? I was just like, he's like, look, calm down, because my monitor started beeping. My heart rate was just going up, started beeping. He said, calm down. I'm just trying to talk to you. Let's talk. Obviously, you got questions. What's going on? I was like, I just saw it was ringing, and I was just wanted to go over there and cut it off. That's all. He said, nope, you wanted to see who was calling me. And I was like, yeah, yes, and no. I was just like, I was up just going to the bathroom, and then I saw it ringing. He was like, you was up going to the bathroom and you saw it ringing and you went over there and took it off the charger? I was like, yeah. He's like, what you say? It's like, yeah, I took it off the charger. Like, I took it off the charger. And he was just like, so what made you do that, Slim? And at this time, the monitor started going off. Beep, 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 beep. But my heart rate, he's like, calm down, calm down. I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to touch you. I'm just trying to talk to you. Calm down. If the nurses come here, I'm not going to really be able to talk to you. So just calm down. Look, I'm not touching you. He held his hand on my, look, I'm not touching you. And I'm still sitting in the same position. I have not moved. I have not turned my head. I have not looked at him. I'm just still looking straight ahead like, fuck. Whew. My heart rate just, it'll beep and then it'll slow down. And then every time he started to talk, ask me questions, it'll beep. And then when he stopped talking, it'll start to slow down. So I'm just like, I'm like, I didn't go through your phone. I'm like, I didn't go through your phone. And before you say anything, I did not go through the phone. I mean, technically I did go through the phone, but I didn't see anything because I was too busy trying to screenshot everything and send it to myself. I didn't even get a chance to read the messages. I did not read the messages. I just screenshotted it and sent it to myself. So I was just like, I didn't go through the phone, D. I didn't go through the phone. And he was just like, so what's your issue, Slim? What's your issue? Like, you always got an issue with something. It's always this female, that female. First it was Jenny, and then London, and then now you want to do with Layla, and then the church lady. And I'm just like, well, those were all the people that you was talking to, and then some. So what the fuck that's supposed to mean, Slim? And I told you what all of them meant to me. But since you want me to be that guy, you want me to be the bad guy, let me break it down to you so that I can be the bad guy, so that Kiana can feel good about herself, because Kiana just want to be the victim. I was like, I'm not trying to be the victim. I'm not trying to be the victim in anything. Like, no, You want me to be the bad guy. You want this victim mentality that you have. So let me break it down. Yes, Jenny. I was fucking with Jenny. Jenny had a goddamn body. She had a nice body. You know I'm an ass man. You ain't got no ass. Jenny had ass. Get over it. London. She was just there. She was just easy. Like, she was good at sucking dick. I mean, that's what London was good for. That's what she was good for. It's like, and you always want to talk about Layla. Layla, my ride or die. You're going to have to stop speaking on Layla. You're going to have to stop speaking on Layla. And I'm like, I haven't said anything about any of them. I'm like, you are bringing them up. I'm not bringing them up. It was like, well, Layla, my ride or die. Layla know how to shut the fuck up. You don't know how to shut the fuck up. Like, you always got something to say. You always got something to rebuttal. You always got something to debate. Layla know, like, when I say shut the fuck up, she shut the fuck up. You don't get it. You don't get the shutting the fuck up. You don't get it. And I'm just like, but I shut up when you tell me to shut up. I know. Look, don't be mad at me. Look, don't. I was like, I shut up when you tell me to shut up. It's like, no, you don't. And you don't listen. You always got to push back. Every time I say something, you got to push back. And it was like, and the church lady, she had good credit. You ain't got good credit. I can't put shit in your damn name. I could put stuff in her name if I need to. You see I needed a loan, she got my loan. I couldn't ask you for that. You couldn't help me with that. So it's like, all these females that you getting upset about, they're actually helping me in a way. Just think of it. They're taking the load off of you. I'm like, okay. All right. And he was just like, so what prompted you to go through my phone, Slim? You could have just asked me. I would have just told you. I was like, I don't know, D. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. He's like, no, say what you gotta say. And then he started inching closer to me, and I'm still sitting in the same spot. I have not moved. I am stuck. When I say I'm stuck, I am stuck. Because I'm just like, if I make any sort of movements, he is liable to hit me. Like, so I don't want to move too fast, but I don't want to look at him either, because if I look at him, it might irritate him and entice him, and he might hit me. So I don't want to look at him, especially not make eye contact. But if I side-eye him, he gonna think I'm trying to be funny, and he gonna hit me for that. So the best thing I should do is just look straight ahead. If he tells me to look at him, I'm gonna look at him. But if he doesn't tell me to look at him, keep looking straight ahead. So the whole time, I'm looking straight ahead. D started inching closer to me. And he was just like, so, what's your question, Slim? You got questions, don't you? I said, no, I don't have questions. I don't have questions. He's like, you in this hospital. Like, who else I'm gonna be fucking? You in the hospital. And I was like, what? He was like, I can't fuck you while you in the hospital. So who am I gonna be fucking? I was like, so you mean to tell me I'm up here in this hospital trying to keep your damn son in, and you sitting up here telling me to my face that you out there fucking bitches while I'm in the hospital? I know. Y'all was like, look, you was hanging on. You was hanging on until he said that triggered. I don't know why that triggered me, but that triggered me. And I could no longer keep that composure. So I turned and I looked at him. I was like, you really finna sit up here and say this shit to me right now? And like tears are starting to run down my eyes. I'm just like, look, I done taken a lot from you. I done let you say a lot of shit, but don't say that to me. I'm like, do not say that to me. And he was just like, what? It's the truth? I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that when I saw you at the hotel. He was like, what? What you mean you saw me at the hotel, Slim? I was like, nothing. He's like, no, speak on it. Speak on it. What you mean you saw me at the hotel, Slim? I was like, I saw you at the hotel. It's like, how you saw me at the hotel and you in the hospital? I'm like, I saw that the car was at a hotel. He said, you did what? And he instantly grabbed my face. And I was like, dude, stop. Like, stop. And then my heart rate started to go. It just started beeping. I'm like, D, please stop. And then he started squeezing my face tighter to keep me from like talking. Cause it was a mumble now. It was like, at this point, I was like, stop. And he's just squeezing my face. He's like, what? You looking at my location? That's not what that app is for. I didn't give you that app so you could fucking track me. And he's just squeezing. My heart rate just beep. Then I hear a knock on the door. Miss Smith?